finances for Gemini. Guys, what do we see? Give me some direct answers right now. You are yet to see your success. There's something about traveling, going out of your normal area soon to come. Maybe this is an idea you've been thinking about, you're unsure to do, and the guys are saying, have courage, have faith. This can at least bring in more opportunities than what you're expecting. Gemini, no love affairs at work, okay? No. Okay, so I get negative event, I get something about a love triangle, and then I get a card of almost manipulation. Now, this is not saying that this person is, most definitely manipulating you in some way, but maybe, you're getting pulled into the fun of things, or you're thinking about doing so, and you're not really seeing what's going to be the outcome if you make these decisions, and it's going to be a negative event. Keep it out of the workplace, Gemini. I feel like, oh yeah, look at this. Next card, playful energy, lovers energy, passion raising. Oh, Gemini, you're in trouble. Isolation reverse. So this is somebody you're in close contact with. I would assume this is, you are aware of who I'm talking about, more than likely. It's easy, right? It feels good. It feels right. You're just doing, it's exciting, and this interaction with this person seems to be pretty consistent. I got slowed down in card in reverse. So you're working a lot. You're not maybe having a lot of, socialization with other places. And I think you've said something to this person, or somehow some feelings have been revealed. Some passion has been revealed. There might even be some kind of partners for one or both of you, and the outcome of this is going to be conflicting. But yeah, while you are juggling yourself, juggling this and juggling another connection, juggling yourself, this is going to cause mental chaos. All right, are we going to get caught? What is going to happen? And we've already seen the outcome as a negative event. Now, you guys, I'm not going to tell anybody for getting some booty. Okay, but let's make sure we're not pooping where we sleep. All right. Let's put it that way. Because I feel like you could make a huge mess of things just because, it feels exciting, and it'd just be a moment in time. And then you would have to deal with all this exhaustion and things of the result. And that would be the worrisome thoughts of what's going to happen here with your career. All right. I don't know if I laid on love for Gemini. I'm going to be honest with you guys. Does anybody know? Can somebody comment and let me know if I laid on love for Gemini? Oh, all right. Let's just lay a couple cards at the very least. So I know I got a love reading in for Gemini. All right. I'm going to have to start checking it off on this paper. I get too flighty to keep up with it, you guys. All right. Couple cards for love for Gemini. What do we see? Whoa. Healing with a past life connection. Passionate experience. Wow, Gemini. I hope this is not that work person. Oh, man. Yeah, Gemini, you need to watch yourself. Okay. I feel like this might mentally weigh on you more than it might actually affect your career in the long run, but you won't know. And it's just going to be a thought base all the time. And you might even get people kind of talking at work, doing whatever. And the guys are saying, keep it innocent with who you need to. All right. You don't want to do this for a moment of fun. Okay. Because that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing a past life connection coming in that can bring healing. But let's not be foolish. Okay. So for you to heal over this past life connection, I'm feeling is you have to disconnect from this. You have to, not let yourself get pulled into this. Me and a client was talking about this, one of my clients on Keen, about how these soulmate connections can just be straight wild and, really throw you through some stressful, heartbreaking events. And it's all about us learning to grow and excel. It's not that they really want to hurt us per se, but that is their whole purpose of coming in this life and meeting up with us. Or they have other purposes in life, but that was their purpose of you two coming together, right? And when you say no to this, when you're like, no, I can't get involved in this, I'm not going to be the fool, I'm sorry, you're awesome, you're amazing, this feels really good, whatever it may be, but I'm going to hit the brakes, I'm going to make the mature thing here. You're healing from this connection, you're moving to the next level, you're excelling things, because I feel like this is a huge test for you from the universe. So this person's hot. Let's put it that way, Gemini. They're hitting all the boxes, they're making all the right moves, and you're getting pulled in. And you're not going to realize the consequences till it's too late if you let this happen. All right. Wow, Gemini. Got a temper's coming in, trying to seduce you. Can't believe it. All right. We're going to move forward to Cancer. Oh, and of course I got that wrong. It's 209. Huh. I'm blind, you guys. I might get glasses one of these days. Either that or you're just going to see me squinting every week. Trying to figure out my time stance. Who else can't see? Anybody else blind here? All right. So we're going to go right into love for Cancer. Guys, give me some direct answers right now around love. Love for Cancer. Oh, you are not compromising. You know what you want. You want somebody that can fit into your life naturally. And you've kind of gave up, and I don't mean it that way. Like, you're just not looking, right? You're not trying to put yourself out there. You're not trying to do all the things. It's almost like I have peace with it. If love comes my way, awesome. If it doesn't, awesome. I'm content. I'm good with me. I've gotten in this ordinary flow. I got my career, my family, my friends. So, you're feeling good about life. You feel supported. You feel loved in your life, and you're not willing to compromise the harmony and, where you're at now for just anybody, right? That's a good energy to have. So they have to be at your standards. They have to have enough to bring to the table. And, you feel good enough to say so, so you're not playing any games when it comes to love. You're not willing to compromise for less than what you want. I like this. I feel like we do attract our true love. Somebody that's worthy of our attention when we kind of detach from the idea and we just work on living our best life. I tell people all the time, my clients, they come to me and they say, well, I did this, I did that, and I'm doing this and I'm doing that, and nothing's happening, and da 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 da. And it's, no fault of theirs. So don't take me wrong. But when we start throwing out that energy, what happens, you guys? We gotta think about law of attraction. It's just gonna keep multiplying, building up. We got to release it. We got to put our desires out there that we have trust and faith. The good feelings our desires give us. Hand it over to the universe and let this go. Yeah, if we're fretting about it, if we're freaking out about it, it's a whole lot of energy going in the direction of keeping this going and you feeling that way. All right. So it's just realigning your energy, your thought bases. And it's hard. It's our human instinct, but this is what we're here for, is to learn how to, get into alignment with that. And that's what you're doing here. That's 100% what you're doing for it. Not everybody's worth your time and energy. Not that you're better, but a lot of people are not on your level. I'm seeing you meet somebody at a celebration. How about that? Yeah, and this person is going to be full force, and not in a bad way. They're just not going to be willy-nilly. They're not going to be up and down in energy, or breadcrumbing you or things of that nature. And you might have met this person before, maybe at a distance, your acquaintances, maybe at a celebration, maybe it's a family member of a family member of a family member. I don't know. There's some kind of association that where you might have crossed paths with this person for, but I don't feel like there's been too much connection. And there's something about a celebration, you guys. Either you're meeting at one, you date at one, but this person's pursuing you. And it feel like, when I said the celebration at first, I thought maybe it was coming up this week. Maybe for some of you are. And the more I started to feel the energy, it's almost like they're using this as a way to tell you who this person is. That you met this person at a celebration, or they were at the celebration, and you might not have a lot of close association with this person. Okay. But they were there. Of this person, and this person knows of you. And this person makes money too, let me tell you. That might be a sign. Like this is person that is a go-getter. They're looked up for their career and how knowledgeable they are and how successful they are. And they are on the uprise of their career. All right. And they're going to pursue you. So that alone is going to make you feel good, Cancer. But this isn't any result here. It's a Lover's card. Okay. And I get a lot of clients who are like, oh, the Lover's card. I'm looking for a little bit more than a lover. All right. So understand this card is just the card of love. It's not saying that you're not going to have deeper attachments. Okay. I mean, we can figure that out with other cards and put in play, right? If you guys are trying to learn how to read cards, but it is, of love. It's coming together with somebody of just pure passion, love, and excitement for one another. So I really love this. And this King of Pentacles not only shows you, that this person embraces these other qualities, but it also shows them very trustworthy, very loving, and they're wise. They I don't want to say they've been around like they slept with a lot of people or anything in the lines of that, but they've had experience to where they know how to handle the connection. They know that it's important to have open communication and to devote yourself. They know what they're doing here. All right. That's the good news, is you're not, attracting some immature child or, an emotionally detached person. You having somebody that's coming forward that is worth your energy and time. That's matching of your amazing energy and, wants to build with you. I'm loving it, Cancer. If you know who I'm talking about, let me know. Comment. Least claim it. That was a good reading for you singles. All right. So I'm going to move forward to career for Cancer. Guys, what do we see? Give me some direct answers around career for Cancer. Something isn't moving forward and you feel manipulated. I've been seeing this a lot with these signs here recently, like a job offering, like I want to say it was Gemini last time, Cancer, but maybe I'm wrong. But something about somebody made an offering and then they were just breadcrumbing. Like maybe they thought about giving it to you, but was unsure and just kept interviewing other people, weighing their options, but they keep you going. But I see something about manipulation around an offering, a new position. I think you now know that it was bull crap. You might even call them out on it. I feel like you revealed that to him, like that wasn't very nice, and you've rebalanced, or you are rebalancing from this. You didn't really see it coming at first, but then it started putting out energy to where you could just really tell. You were like, oh, bull crap. Yeah, I don't have the time for this. You started to refocus, and I think you even called the person out on it. At least it was revealed to you. But yeah, I think you brought some understanding why you're distrusting of the situation, but like you were like, but if it was like this, then why isn't this happening? And, all these different things, right? So you got a recruiter on your hands. Maybe it's a boss trying to get more work out of you. I don't know what this is, but you do. And you know it was manipulation, but this is where you're going, right? In a place of harmony, a place of peace with it. Don't really know why they want to take you on a run, but you're like, okay, I need to be peaceful. I want to be peaceful. But now, there's definitely a seed of distrust in this direction. So let's see what's going to happen here. You're going out of a place, like if you're looking for a new job, you're about to get a bunch of attention. Okay. If you're looking for a new offering, new position, whatever it's going to be to excel your career to the next level or your income to the next level, you're going to find it, and you're going to find a whole lot of it. So I feel like there's been some sadness around blockages around maybe getting a new career, a new offering, finding your next move. And here's the attention coming your direction. It's going to come in all at one time. All right. So keep that in mind. You have quality offerings coming your direction, and it's going to be more than one. You're going to be able to make a choice. Okay. So it's good that you're being distrusting with this person. You're cutting that off and rebalancing. You're calling it for what it is, Cancer. And I love that about you.